Hey guys, this is Amit from Players Box. Got Ido with me here. Quarterfinals of the men's, the Olympics, women's semifinals. We had some great matches today, a couple of surprises, and let's go one by one. Did you enjoy the tennis today, Ido?
Absolutely.
What did you like? The fact that we were both wrong on everything?
Yeah. No, because I was depressed because I said Zverev and he lost, and I thought, oh, Casper Ruud's gonna win, and
You
but
gotta
then
admit that Felix Aliassime is surprising. I mean, like he hasn't played well. I don't know how many months, right?
how
And
many
then he comes
years?
into the Olympic on clay courts, which he's never done too great. And now he brings Canada to the semifinals, and he's one match away from a medal. Either I mean he plays Alcaraz, so I don't think that he stands a chance.
Yeah, but he can bring a bronze.
In the second set, I think Tommy Paul was toying with him, for a while.
Yeah.
But Alcaraz, like Alcaraz, came back and won it, which reminds us of another GOAT, not another GOAT, but the GOAT. And we'll talk about that in a second. So great win for Felix Aliassime against Zverev, the Olympic champion from Tokyo. Let's not forget that. And then a straight set, tough victory for Alcaraz. Against Tommy Paul. And so Alcaraz will play Felix Aliassime. And then Musetti, as you said, continues his tremendous, what should we say, 3-4 months on grass, on clay, on everything, you name it. He's playing well. He's the real thing. This guy, one-handed backhand. If you remember, Ido, I think it was about a month ago or 2 months ago when Tsitsipas was out of the top 10. There was
Yeah.
not a single guy with one-handed backhand in the top 10, and everybody was putting to rest the one-handed backhand and saying how it all changed now. And then comes this Italian player who has a one-handed backhand with a big swing. It's not a clean swing, and storms into the top 10 and being a real threat. He's young, he's a real threat. He plays well on all surfaces. This is somebody that was playing, started the tour on the clay courts. But then, I mean, we saw him on the grass court, right? So he's the real
Is he
thing.
playing Heather Wilson?
No, he's playing head,
Okay.
and
Because there
he.
was like no top 10 and Wilson, so that could be a
Okay,
good
so
combo.
no, right. Alex de Minaur is out of the top 10.
Yeah, Alex de Minaur is top 10, yeah.
All right. So anyway, we're not going to promote any brands here. We'll have all of them. But
Yeah.
in any case, so great win for Musetti, and he was looking anxiously at the match between Novak and Tsitsipas, and I bet you he was hoping for a very long match. So it was a long match. It was a tough match, but it was a big chance there for Tsitsipas that I predicted he could really go all the way here because I felt that there was no pressure or special pressure like there is in the Grand Slam. And we all remember this 2-love in sets that he had against Novak in the finals at Roland Garros, right?
I think you
So,
just say Novak Tsitsipas is getting pressured. Doesn't matter.
well,
If
look,
it's a country club match, he'll be
look,
pressured.
you remember yesterday, you were right about one thing. We said that I predicted there was not going to be any medical timeout, but Novak did call the trainer and took a pill against pain for his knees, which I'm sure on clay court bothers him because he does move a lot. He won the first set very comfortably, but then Tsitsipas jumped into an early break, and Tsitsipas was serving at 5-3, and
Yeah.
he was up 40-love. 5-3, 40-love, and he served set points, and Novak just fought through it. It wasn't like he came up with huge winners. He started returning very strong to the middle, grabbing those mistakes from Tsitsipas, one after the other. 5-4 broken, kept his serve comfortably 5-all. Tsitsipas up 6-5, Novak keeping his serve, and then Tsitsipas jumps to an early break, a mini break in the tie break. But then what happens? Novak wins 5 or 6 points in a row, whatever, and
But
clinches the
Tsitsipas
tie
always
break.
play Novak like he plays anyone else. He does not really challenge him. It's the same typical game.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. At the end of the day, you're right. But like imagine he takes the second set, three set points. You're serving 40-love. He should have taken the second set, and then he goes into the third set. Who knows, right? But this is Novak. So he took this famous medical timeout. He came back strong. He played very good tennis. Now, is this going to be enough tomorrow? Remember, it's day by day, every day. There's no day off here. And he's playing Musetti. You remember the last time these two played each other?
Couple of weeks ago.
At Roland Garros on the same court. Match went for hours and hours. And Novak won in 5 sets. And that was it for him, right? So that match finished at, what was it, 4 a.m. in the morning? And then Novak had the match against Sarandello, and he couldn't play anymore.
Yeah.
And went on this procedure on his knee. So that's going to be a very tough match. I didn't see the order of play. I believe they're going to put Novak second. Look, finals of Novak again. We have to say again. Novak against Alcaraz would be amazing for the Olympics, would be amazing for tennis, would be amazing for everybody. But I don't see on clay court, with his physics. Best of 3, maybe. You know what? Who knows? I'm done predicting in that sense, But we have very good semifinal lineup. But guys, yesterday we might have said goodbye to Rafael Nadal. I'll let you take it, Ido, and speak about who else we're saying goodbye today to.
Sir Andrew Murray.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
So an easy loss for them. They didn't really put up a challenge against Fritz and what was it? Fritz and Tommy Paul?
Yeah.
So straight set victory for the Americans who are making it to the semis. Andy had a great run. He saved match points in the second round, first round, whatever, and got to the quarters. He really wanted that medal, but we'll have a separate podcast just about Andy Murray and what he's done for tennis, what he's done for British tennis, his amazing achievements, his injuries, his comeback. I mean, what an athlete, what a man, and a tremendous story. So that career comes to an end here at the Olympics. His singles career came to an end a few weeks ago. I might have said came to an end 4 years ago, right? When he got injured.
Yeah.
But he was still fighting through. Remember that match against Kakanakis, the 5-setter at the Australian Open, 5-setter with Batista Agut.
Medical miracle.
It was a miracle how he was fighting on the court. But now, like all good things, this one came to an end. So thank you, Sir Andy Murray. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot of you probably get involved, with British tennis, Wimbledon, and so on. So big surprise on the women's side.
Yeah. Just one more word about the men. I would like Novak to take the gold just to sort of humble the young generation. But I'm not sure that I'll be able to stand Novak fans all over social media after he'll take the Olympic gold.
You take it too seriously, Ido. Come on. I mean, it's all about what happens on the court. And I got to tell you something with that regard. You're right about keeping the young generation humble, but Alcaraz, with his domination and everything, he's humble. He's amazing. You can't, even Novak's fans, the ones that you call them, those fanatics on social media, there's nothing wrong they can say about Alcaraz. He's a sweetheart, he's so nice. He's so respectful, and he's an amazing player at 21.
They will find to say anything about anyone threatened their king.
Okay, let's talk about it. Listen. When Novak came on tour, Roger gave him a lot of trouble. Roger was tough on him when he came on tour, and he admits it now. Rafa, there were, remember, all sorts of doubts about how fit he is and everything. I'm telling you, playing Rafa on court is not a picnic. He talks to his box every single point. He has all this ritual, that he does that distracts you, not stepping on the lines, all these things that can get you out of rhythm. And even Novak, we know that it's not fun playing him. You play the medical team, and he bounces the ball 65 times before he serves, right? So it's not fun playing him. Alcaraz, what can anybody say about Alcaraz? The fact that he sometimes which today is legal, talks to his box a little bit, to Juan Carlos Ferrero. I mean, the guy is just behaving amazingly. He's one of the best ambassadors of this game, not just with his results, but also as a role model to the young generation. So even Novak's fans will find it very, very hard
But
to find dirt on
but I think
Carlos
with
Alcaraz.
Novak it goes deeper. It goes deeper. It goes
Well, good luck,
psychological
good luck
aspect
with
and
that.
so on.
We try to stay neutral,
Yeah,
and right now I don't see Alcaraz really has to play bad, which he did play bad today,
yeah,
in order to lose to anyone. But let's talk about the ladies. A big surprise over there. A big surprise because she is the best player in the world and she won the French so easily. But then Wimbledon, we knew that she doesn't really have a chance. She doesn't play well on grass. And I feel that kind of got her out of rhythm. And we're talking about Iga, right? And Iga
yeah, of
lost
course.
today to
Zhang.
Zhang, number 7 in the world, the
Oh,
Chinese. Now remember, we know how important the Olympics is for Chinese players in general, athletes, right? So I'm not
yeah,
saying that it wasn't important for Iga. I'm just saying it was more important for Zhang. So, and you could see that straight set victory for her. She is the clear favorite for the women's finals because they just started the match now, and it's Schmidova against
no, no,
against Bekic, Donna
yeah,
Vekic. And Donna Vekic, listen, she has a good run, semifinals of Wimbledon. I mean, this is a girl
yeah.
that was always, 30 in the world, 40 in the world, in those.
Top ranking 19.
Yeah, but now she's I think it's got to be right now, has to be her highest ranking, right?
I don't think so. I can check, but
Well,
I don't
listen,
think.
she's having a great run right now, and that would be amazing for her if she can, win a medal here, right?
Then
So,
again, it's not that they don't have that deep sense of loyalty or what they got injected, like, the Chinese get injected with the loyalty to the country and it's bringing honor to the country.
it's not just that. You don't win, you don't get your passport to travel, right? And of
Yeah.
course, I'm exaggerating, but
So
I'm just saying,
Donna Vekic is a Croatian living in Germany, you know, it's a
no,
little
it's
bit
not the
less
same.
motivation.
I agree with you. Let me ask you. You remember who won the Olympics in Rio in 2016 on the women's side?
Uh,
You're right. Monica Puig.
The
No,
Brazilian
no,
girl,
Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
Rican, yeah.
And that was just before or after, remember the terrible hurricane, whatever. So there you go. Somebody who was not meant to win a round, whatever, goes all the way and wins the Olympic medal, and it stays with her forever. So it was an amazing achievement for her. Zhang does the same here. Zhang, okay, she's 7 in the world. There were a couple of girls who didn't play. Zabalenka didn't play, and Ons Jabeur didn't play. There were a bunch of girls who were not competing, but still, we had all the Americans who lost early, and Iga was supposed to win this one easy. But like we said, she didn't come in great shape. Wimbledon got her out of rhythm, and she's out. She'll still be competing for the bronze medal against the loser of that, Schmidova against
The way
Donna Vec.
it's interesting to see that a lot of the top women went to Washington, maybe as part of preparation to the US Open. Because Valenka is there, Ons Jabeur is there, Ons Jabeur
I'm surprised. I gotta
official
tell you, I'm a little bit surprised
Ons
about it
Jabeur
because
official excuse for not participating in the Olympics was the change of surface. So what she's
yeah,
going
nothing.
to
Listen, nothing personal. But Ons Jabeur, she was the first Arab player to a woman to reach the ranking of number 2 or Grand
yeah.
Slam finals, right? She was the first player from Africa, women player from Africa. So she does symbolize something, right? And definitely a role model for young girls, and so on from that region. So for her not to play the Olympics, wow, I'm surprised because this girl wins medal, she becomes a saint, in the region. So, but maybe she has her choices, and not sure about that.
Another thing about Washington without noticing, Emma Raducanu is at the quarters.
What, she had a bye?
No, she's at the
Uh,
quarterfinal.
Somebody pulled out?
No, she won Elise Martens in the first round, and then Python Stearns in the 1 of 16, and now she's at the quarterfinals.
Okay,
And
let me
she
tell you
would
something
either
about Emma
play,
Raducanu
she would
because she's
either
still
play Paula Badosa or Samsonova.
look, the women's side is very, very open, okay? So it's not that difficult to come back. Emma Raducanu, since she's less in the news, less modeling, less news about her firing coaches and stuff like that, she has been playing better on the grass, okay? Let's admit that. Do I see her ever winning a slam again? Wow, I don't think so, right? But to be back as a top player, top 20 or whatever, for sure she can. Anybody can, right?
Yeah.
So I hope for her because listen, she is always a big star, big name in England. Right now, she's not even the top British player, right?
No, she was a wild card in Washington.
I see.
Katie
Yeah, she's
Bottler is
yeah.
I
But you
think
see,
so.
Emma is still a name on women's tennis in order to get wild cards
Yeah,
and get attention in center courts. So it's good to see that she wins. Now I was trying to avoid predictions, but we got to go. So
I gotta go.
Alcaraz against Felix Eliassim. Don't tell me Alcaraz. I need 2 sets or 3 sets.
3 sets.
2 sets. 2 sets. Ilo.
Let me be
Okay,
mistaken.
next. Now this is tough. Novak against Musetti. Who wins this one?
I wish to see Musetti.
Musetti will win this one. If Novak wins this one, oh my God, he's already my hero. But that would
Yeah,
lift him. Then I'm becoming one of those Novak fanatics on social media, right?
yeah,
So I'm gonna join the gang. So that's it. On the women's side, Zhang is winning it.
yeah. Otherwise, otherwise she will need to seek political asylum in France.
In France. All right. All right. No, I think if she gets a medal, she'll be okay. I mean, China has so many medals already, right?
Uh,
Maybe they'll move her to another sport, gymnastics or ping pong or something like that. But
yeah,
nevertheless, that's good. And doubles, who cares, right? Now that Rafa is out, Dimar is out, and our
uh,
boy, Marcel Granollers is not there.
yeah,
I think that John Pearce and Ebden, the Australian team, they're very strong. They're the best doubles
yeah,
team out there.
yeah.
So
Abden is an amazing player.
yeah. So I mean, listen, he had what he had to play first round singles against Novak after not playing singles for I don't know more than 2 years. That was a bit embarrassing, but he rebounded from that pretty well. So guys, anyway, make sure to like and subscribe. Let us know anything you want us to talk about. And we're focusing now on the Olympics, but as soon as the Olympics out till the US Open, we're gonna bring you the best seat in the house and the best topic there are in tennis. So make sure to tune with us. Ido, thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks, Amit. Have a good one.
All right.